All right, if you were listening very carefully, you may have noticed that I said that we were going to work on mail merges next. But ever since we started integrating ACT with Word, you've seen that it said initializing mail merge. Well, in effect, that's what it is doing, even if we're only working with one contact, is ACT is initializing a mail merge with Word. But when we talk about mail merges, what we're really talking about is working with multiple contacts. So what we're going to do is, let's say that what we want to do is send out a thank you letter. We've just done some prospecting in Texas, so we've got some new prospects on our database that are from Texas. And what I've done is I've created a thank you letter in the ADT form, just like we did in the TPL form, so that we can send a thank you letter to all of our prospects in Texas. Now, how could we identify the prospects in Texas very quickly? Well, if you said we could do lookup by example, you're right. What we're going to do is we're going to go up to the menu bar and click on lookup, and then we're going to come down and do a by example. Click on by example, and then what we're going to do is we're going to identify the ID status is going to be prospect, and then the state is going to be Texas. So I'm just going to type TX and tab, and you'll see it filled it in capitals. Now it says Texas. So now what we're going to do is click on search, and then yes, we're going to replace that lookup. Now notice that we've identified quickly 3 prospect names, 2 of them with the same company, but 3 prospect names that are in Texas. And so now what we want to do is we want to send out a thank you letter to each one of these. So I want to create the letter. Maybe I want to make some changes, so I want to look at it after I create it, and I want to do that within Word. So what I'm going to do is click on the menu bar. I'm going to click on Write, and then come down and click on Mail Merge. Now what the system will do is go get a list of templates, but before it does, what it's going to do is it's going to say, well, what do you want to merge to? You want to merge to a word processor, to email, you want to go straight to printer? I'm going to say I want to go to the word processor, and I'll click on next. And it says, okay, well, what did you want to pull out? And it's got a default template, which is just the letter template listed, and I'm not going to use that one, so I'm going to click on browse. I want to pull out my thank you letter. Click on thank you letter, click on open, and then next. And it says, and what did you want to merge it to? And what I want to merge it to is the current lookup. But if you take a look, we could also merge it to a current contact, which would just be for one. We could merge it to all contacts, or here you could even associate it with a group. I could select a group, or I could select a company. So it's easy to associate these at this point if we've set up those groups or companies. In this case, what I'm going to do is just do with the current lookup. That's why I did the lookup. I'm going to click on next, and then I'm going to click on finish. And notice now it's initializing a mail merge. Only this time it's not just for one contact. This time this mail merge is going to be for all 3 contacts. So you'll see that it'll take just a minute here, and then it will initialize, or it will finish the mail merge, and then we'll have, there we go, merging contact 1 of 3, and then it'll merge contacts 2 and 3, and once it's got those merged, then it'll pull up Word, and we'll be able to take a look at the letters that we've created. So now we're looking at Microsoft Word, and created us a little document, and if we scroll down here, we can see that there's our letter to one of those contacts, to Greg McCakin, and then we've got, if we scroll up, then there's a letter, and then the 3rd letter is up here at the top. So now, notice that each of these letters is already almost finished. Now, dear Christy, thank you for your time. I enjoy meeting you and learning about American dreams. Looking forward to working with you in the future. Please feel free to call me at, and it has my telephone number, or Chris Huffman's telephone number. So what we've got is, for each one of these, we've got the body of the letter that we want. If we wanted to personalize these even further, then we could, and then of course we would just print them out and create some envelopes or some labels in order to get them into the mail. So, as you can imagine, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the capability of creating envelopes and labels through our Axe software. That's next.